Very warm welcome to all. We'd like to welcome a very senior guest today, Rishav Dev. My first question would be, in the larger context of India today, the student community coming out is huge. There was always this belief in the days when we were students that you either became a doctor or a lawyer or you joined a profession in the government. Today, times have changed. IT at some point of time was also considered the future. Manufacturing is being also promoted. So where do you see talent in our country moving towards, and how can we hone that talent in the right kind of manner?
See, talent, human resource, I believe, is a wrong word first, right? Even though I am in a department where it is called as resource, somebody would have coined it long back. Human for me is about unbelievable or unimaginable potential. It is like you don't know how to swim today, but you have that capability within, that if you try to learn it, you can do that. Similarly, like a small kid, the kid doesn't know what he or she will do, but he is trained, he is given that atmosphere, environment, wherein he or she becomes even a president or an astronaut or even a terrorist, right? It is about developing the talent within. So every kid today who are passing out, if they have to be called as a talent, if they want to excel in their life, first and foremost thing I would think is knowledge. They have to gather absolute knowledge, and knowledge with clarity. Why they want to gather that knowledge, what will they do with that knowledge. And of course, second most important thing is communication, because just with knowledge you can't do anything in life. You need to communicate your knowledge through your body language, through your communication, whatever, through your zeal, performance, passionate attitude. That is how a talent would be developed. And any stream, I will not like to say that any particular student should join this industry or that industry. Whatever suits them, they should go. For example, I was a software graduate, then did sales, then did MBA finance, then did sales again, then moved into HR, right? Then studied HR, and today almost 16 plus years into HR.
So, sir, the future of India in its people, that's what we all believe. Do you also feel that the future of India is in people acquiring the right kind of talent for the right sector? So if I have, let's say, 15,000 engineers and I don't have the jobs that would entail 15,000 engineers becoming engineers, so do you believe that at some point of time there should also be a segregation in how many doctors, lawyers, engineers, MBAs, whatever we are producing? Again, there's a tectonic shift. A lot of students are going for courses and disciplines which are non-traditional. Do you see that as the kind of future?
You have to understand the psychology of the students and how they build that psychology, right? In India, I think a large number of student population are still doing the courses which their parents want them to do. I have worked with a gentleman in my team. He wants to be an actor, right? But he is trying to pursue his MBA just because his parents won't fund his acting career, right? He's a fantastic dancer, and that is why he wants to pursue there. He has a passion, that is his love actually of his life, but he's getting into or engaged into arranged marriage kind of a thing, wherein he has to do his MBA to sustain his lifestyle. I don't know how successful or a failure he would be, because success means happiness for me. If your entire surroundings are happy, you are happy, and that is what it is. Money is just a number for me. It can buy you physical comfort, nothing more than that. It cannot buy you peace, right? So for me, that is where the psychology is, human psychology. So students, for example, even your students, most of them, if you ask them why they came into MBA or why they did engineering, because their parents wanted them to do that, right? So this becomes a challenge today. So I would say whatever stream they work, anything is possible for them if they have the right attitude. But you have to start it somewhere. You wanted to do something but you could not do just because you had to do your MBA, but then you still have enough years to do. You have only spent 23 to or 20 to 25 years of your first life, right? So it is left, enough is left. So do something. For example, MBA chai wale, right?
True.
It has become a big brand. Then I think BTech chai wale or some chai wali is there. So somebody has thought of doing it. They never thought that what money it would give, what any people would think. If you think of people what they think, they'll always think. So you should do what you want to do, what you feel it would make your surroundings happy. That is what is most important. Like for example, Kumar Vishwas is he joined politics. Unfortunately, he moved out of politics, but he is a very famous kavi, right, poet. And he won in his initial days. He had clearly mentioned that he told his parents that rather than being a bad IITian, he should be a good poet. And today he is a very famous poet.
Right.
So this is what is it. Live your life peacefully. Let others live peacefully. You will do something great in life. You should believe in that.
Over to you.
A very good day, sir. My name is Navera. First of all, welcome to PIBM.
Thank you.
So, as we have called you for HR Pioneer Convergence. So, my question is that these kind of conferences, how much important they hold in a life of a budding HR or for anybody who is doing his MBA or PGDM and going for the corporate life?
See, this is in our days. I remember we did not get that much of an exposure that people are getting today, right? The colleges are investing so much money in calling. It's a huge effort that takes, right? But only thing is, college can give you entire atmosphere, but it is you who has to gel within or make it a reality in yourself that you accept the fact and take that lessons of life, right? It may be at times what I have gone through or I have been through, what experience I have gained in my life may at times be good for somebody, may not be good for everybody, may not be realistic for everybody, right? So what is important is you should be open to ideas, open to thoughts, learn from people's mistakes. We all have committed big mistakes in our life, and that is how we are here, right? If we wouldn't have committed mistakes, we would not have been reached, or we wouldn't have reached here. So take those lessons of life. It is a great opportunity. Build your connections, PR skills, build relationships with people. They will of course help you. It is mentoring which is important. For example, there are many students who are still in connect with me. In some of the events I have been there, they still connect. They still share their tough experiences as a summer intern also. So very difficult internships they are going through, some of them from very good colleges. But so that is how it works.
The next question I would like to ask will be regarding to the talent and acquisition. See, as you are really into this TA profile, and what should be those 2 to 3 skills that someone who's pursuing PGDM and MBA should acquire before entering to the corporate life?
First and most important, first and last, I would say, it is communication. You acquire enough knowledge, you are unable to communicate it, it makes zero sense. Because it is a very small moment of time, right? There are so many students who would be interviewed, right? You have to stand apart. How will you do it? It is your communication. Communication, non-verbal, verbal, everything it comes. And your knowledge will come out. We know that a student may not know everything at this stage, but does the student have that kind of an attitude to learn it? That is what is expressed in your communication.